Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte from Daily Beats and welcome to another video tutorial. In today's video we are going to make a R&B love song, a very smooth R&B beat, and I'm going to explain the elements of R&B song and how to make one. Before we jump into the tutorial, I would like to ask you to please subscribe to our channel and activate the notifications so that you know when we upload new videos. And if you have any questions or suggestions, just leave them in the comments below and I will answer. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start making the R&B trap beat. So the first thing I'm going to do is to lower the BPM. I want a slow BPM. Let me go with 78. And one of the things that is characteristic of R&B is that double time or double tempo in the drums. So the first thing that I'm going to do is not going to the drums, but this is going to be a big part of this R&B track. So first, since this is a smooth love R&B beat that I want to make, I'm going to open up the piano, and I want this closed piano because it's very melodic and smooth. So I'm going to lay the chords, and after that I'm going maybe to the bass and then to the drums. So let's go ahead, and I have here scale highlighting as D minor pentatonic. Let's see what we can come out with this. So let's go ahead and start making some chords. Okay. Now I want to test out different octaves. Okay, instead of the piano, let me go ahead with the electric piano. Okay, too low, maybe the Rhodes. Octave higher. Okay, so now I can add some notes here. Okay, maybe I can select all these notes and put it in a different instrument. So I'm going to select all the notes with controller. I select Control X to delete them. Let's go ahead here to the keyboard and let's grab the closed grand. And let's put these notes here. Now we can also extend the notes. Let's put this into the mixer. Let's maybe give some panning. Okay, now I think I can go to the drums. Let's go ahead and open FPC. And let's use the jazz. You can also do this with native plugins only. I'm going to do this with I will try to make this with only FL Studio plugins. So let's go ahead and see how we can do something like that. Let's go to pattern 2 to make the drums. Something like this. And now let's go ahead. Okay. And so one of the elements of the R&B beat is that the drums are in a double tempo. So let's go ahead, let's use here the snare side. Let me put something like this. Okay, and I would like to have something that gives me a little bit more high component here in the snare. Okay, let's go ahead and program the hi-hats. And let's go ahead and also do some toms. So let's listen. I don't like it. Okay, so I think it's not working for this one. The double tempo drums. Or maybe I can increase the speed a little bit. And or maybe this is not the how can I say, the snares might not fit this style. So I want a clap. Let's try this out. I think this one is too high. Let me try this one. Let me decrease the in part. I like this one, but I don't like this starting part, so I'm going to add it because it's too big, this part here. So what I'm going to do is to select everything, delete it, and then I'm going here to the beginning, and I will do a small fade in like this so that we don't have any pops or clicks. Okay, sounds better. Look the difference. Okay, even there, even here. Let's try it out and let's replace it. Something like this. Oops. Let's put it in the playlist. So this is Rhodes. This is piano. This is kick, and this is clap. Cool. Let's select everything. Control, and with the left click, select all the channels. Let's go here. Right click, route to this track only, and now let's call this mix. Now we have control of the full beat here. So let's go ahead, and I want to create parallel reverb. As you can see, I disabled the routing to the master, and now I'm going to send a copy of this mix to this auxiliary send, and this will be my aux reverb. So let's go ahead. I usually would use Waves IRL Full Stereo, which is a convolver plugin, but since we are using just native plugins from ImageLine, let's go ahead with Fruity Convolver. Here we can use, let me go ahead and see, let's try large hole. Let's see. I will take off the dry, I just want the wet level, and I will open a little bit. I will stereo separate it. Okay, I like it. And now one thing that I will do is to add a low pass filter. So I usually would use Fidelity EQ, but since we are using native plugins only, let's use Fruity Parametric EQ2. And let's go ahead and choose here high pass and select here the frequency that we want, around 300 Hertz. Okay. Now let's go ahead and grab some hi-hats. Let's go to a new pattern, pattern 3. Let's pass this to the mixer. Let's give it a little bit of panning, maybe around 20%. Swing doesn't sound so good, so let me add some swing. Okay, I like it. Now I'm going to lower the velocity, something like this. I want this. Let me go ahead and try a different hi-hat. Let me put fill each 2 steps. Okay, I like this more. One thing that I want to do is add some time shift, so they are not perfectly in time. So this creates a more human vibe. I don't like it here. I don't like this one here. So let's use a very smooth, not smooth. What I'm trying to say is to use it sparingly. Something like this. This one like this. So let's use fill each 4 steps because I want them on the between beats. And what I'm going to do is to Control Shift. And now let me go ahead. Let me first go here to this one here. Let me take off the panel 2, which I usually don't use. Unlock it so that I can put it here. And this way you can see what kind of keys I press, and as you can see I have Control and Shift, and it might be easier for you to recognize the keys that I'm pressing. So let's go ahead and Control Shift and hit the right arrow 2 times. Okay, let's put this on the playlist. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of panning and send it to the mix too. So this is hi-hats, this is hi-hat 2, and this is hi-hat 3. So this is not something like this. I want to lower it a little bit more, something like this. And one thing that I want to do is to go here and add a low pass filter, because I feel that this is too much, too bright, I think. It more smooth. The piano, I will lower it a little bit more. And we can even add here some toms. Something like this, so it has to be here because I put it here. So let's go ahead and work on this break. Let's put everything with its usually value of velocity. Okay, now I can lower it a little bit. Or I can even Alt-C these instruments. It creates a copy of this instrument. Let's go ahead and Control X, Control V. Let's put this on a new channel, and these are toms. Okay, I could separate them. There you go. I could go here and sorry, and separate it, sending it to a different channel, which I will do. Let me go ahead and try to do it. Maybe I can leave the high tom here, mid tom goes to output 1, low tom output 2, and floor tom output 3. So let's go ahead here, listen. Okay, let me reset this. Okay, so let me put this in pattern mode. Let me go ahead and put something like this. Okay, so this is, I think this is high tom. This is mid tom. This is low tom, and this is floor. Oops, floor tom. Only one M. Okay, I think it sounds nice. Let's see. Okay, so now let's go ahead and choose a bass. Let's go here to instruments, bass. Let's go with the acoustic. Let's go to pattern 1. Let's bring this to the playlist. So I feel it's 13. I don't have to feel it. So this is the bass. Let's go ahead here and place it in the mix channel. Okay, so let me start with this one. Okay, I like it. Da-na-na, da-na. Start with A, so maybe I can do something different like this. Or maybe I can do something like this. This intro, this first part. like this, like this. I want to have something like this here. Sounds, I think, better. I could spend more time with it. So one thing that I want to do here is that I like the beat, but I want to give it a more, I don't know, smooth vibe. So what I'm going to do is to apply a high pass filter. Maybe not a high pass, maybe a shelf. I want this shelf. Okay, I like it. Now let's go ahead and do here some mastering. I could also do something more stuff here. For instance, I could add a synth. So let's go here with synth. Let me go with MS. We could do something here. Let's go ahead and do some kind of swell. Let me use 4 voices, stereo. Let me use some reverb. Very lush. We can also add a different saw here with maybe 12. Okay, so let's go ahead, put this on 14, and let's go ahead. We can also copy the notes. So let's go ahead here now and do some mastering. Let's go with with a filter, so that first we can limit our bandwidth. So let's go here with 18 kilohertz, and let's put this at 40. Okay, something like this, so that all frequencies below 40 are cut or attenuated, and all frequencies above 18K are also attenuated, because this is the range that our ears listen, and yeah, I don't need any information outside of that range. Let's go here and add some dynamics. I was thinking add here limiter, so let's use fruity limiter, or first I want to use a compressor, but I was thinking about fruity limiter as a compressor. So let's go here and decrease the threshold, put a ratio of around 2 to 3 dB, and not dB because it's a ratio, it doesn't have units. And now let's go here and decrease a little bit of the threshold so that we get some peaks. So at this point we are we are around minus 2 dBs of compression. You can see it here in the int panel. Minus, let me see, minus 2, 3 dBs, so it's good. Now, what I want to do, I want to add another reverb. Let's go here with the Fruity Convolver. And as you can see, it's very, it's not that good. Even my voice, because my voice is going through FL Studio. So what I'm going to do is to decrease the wet level and increase it a little bit. Okay, and let's open up the stereo part of the signal. Okay, let's now add let me try to think. Maybe we can add a multiband compressor. And here I have a preset that I usually use, which is this one here, mastering 2.4 dB. And one thing about this, I will not speak too much, but I will show you how the way I use this multiband compressor. It's a quite nice compressor. So what I do is I mute each band that I'm not working with. So let's say I'm working with the low band, I mute the mid and the high bands. I mute them and then activate this, and then I adjust the threshold so that I have a little bit of reduction here. And I said I was not talking because if I delete this, you probably didn't hear me. So that's why I said I was not going to talk. So let's go ahead. I will mute the bands and adjust the values. What I'm doing is just adjusting the threshold so that I have a little bit of compression. So let's go ahead. Okay, and now let's go ahead and use maximum to stereo separate the signal. The low frequency, I usually like to leave it at mono. The mids, I like to separate them a little bit, between 30 to 40%, and the highs also between that range. And now I like to add some Fruity limiter, and in this case I will just crank up the gain, and you will also see my voice raising because everything is going to through FL Studio. And now we can increase quite a lot. Let me lower my headphones, and as you can see, we are now getting a little bit of compression also, but the gain is around 10 dB. So we increased 10 dB of our beat. Okay, so what else can we do here? The beat, I can say, let's say it's over. Let's say it's over. The mastering is also done, and I'm glad with the mix. So what I usually do here at this point is to start renaming stuff. So let's say I have this preset, so it's Rhodes, or this project is Rhodes. Close Grand, this is the piano. This is the kick. This here is the toms, or are the toms. And these ones here, since they are percussive instruments like snares, hi-hats, I will not name them. because they usually stay in one preset only. So this is the bass and this one is the synth. Okay, and now I usually do my stuff in one preset or in one pattern. I'm switching preset with pattern, sorry about that. So I usually leave everything or compose all my instruments in one pattern, and then I go here and split by channel. And what this does is to separate all the instruments to its individual pattern. And here I know this is drums. This one here is hi-hats, and this 7th here is toms. So let's go ahead and here and create a small composition. Nothing too fancy. Okay, so we have two parts for the chorus and then 4 parts for the verse. Okay, in the verse I just want the Rhodes, the bass, and the rest of the instruments, something like this. So let's listen. So this is hi-hats, not toms, and this one here are the toms. We could also add some strings here, for instance, for this part. And of course, the vocal on top. Try this. And as you can see, we have quite a bit number of instruments. Sorry, so that we can do a lot of variation. So in a normal beat I would select this, put something like this, and then do a different part here. So let's say only the Rhodes, hi-hats, and then like this, for instance, something like this. And now we are seeing a composition coming to life. So we could also, let's go ahead and select this part, which is the one that has all the instruments, which theoretically it can be the chorus. Let's add some strings. So in terms of strings, we have here some, but I can warn you that FL Studio is not the best. It doesn't have the best string section out there. You can do a lot with them, but it's not the best. So let's go here and put in number 15. So this will be strings. And let's go here and route to this track only. Let me put an octave higher. So now I can make a new pattern. So let's go here and do pattern 8, and let's put it here, and let's call this strings. out. Let me see the ending of the of the chord progression. It's F and A. F and A. So let's go ahead here to the strings. Let me maybe like this. Let's see. Here it is, R&B Smooth Love song. The strings might be a little bit louder. I can lower a little bit more. And this is it, guys. Here we have with let me call these strings. With only native plugins, we could achieve this R&B smooth/love beat. And as you can see, it's not that hard. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and activate the notification so that you know when we upload new videos. And also leave a comment below if you liked the video or disliked. And if you have any suggestions or questions, just leave them in the comments below and I will answer. And visit our website, dailybeats.pt, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Peace.